If you're going off to college, you'll need a laptop that can handle your school workload. Depending on your program, you can get a simple Chromebook, an ultra-portable Windows laptop or MacBook, or a powerful mobile workstation. Preferably, you want a portable, well-built device with enough battery life to get you through the day. As you'll be working a lot on the laptop, you should also look for a device with features contributing to a good user experience, like a sharp and bright display, a comfortable keyboard, and a responsive touchpad. It's also important to consider the port selection if you use multiple peripherals or external displays. We've bought and tested over 75 laptops. In this video, I will recommend you the top 5 best laptops for college students. Links to all products mentioned in the video are in the description below. You can find a more detailed analysis and a comparison tool on our website, rkreviews.com. Number 5. Acer Chromebook Spin 714. The Acer Chromebook Spin 714 is our pick for the best laptop for students in the mid-range category. This 2-in-1 Chromebook has a nice 14-inch display, giving you just enough screen real estate for multitasking. And it supports pen input so that you can take notes with a stylus. The stylus comes with the device, and there's a charging slot in which you can dock it for transport. The keyboard feels spacious and tactile, but can be tiring after an extended period. As for the touchpad, it's on the smaller side and can be slightly janky when performing some gestures, but overall, it's satisfactory. This laptop has various Intel 12th General CPUs, from a Core i3-1215U to an i7-1260P. However, you may have trouble finding the exact configuration you want due to availability. The Core i5 model with 8 GB of memory and 128 GB of storage is the easiest to find in stock, and it's more than adequate for students with a light workload. Battery life is outstanding. You can easily get through a full day with plenty to spare. One last thing. Ensure you can do your schoolwork through a Chrome browser or Android app because Chrome OS doesn't support x86 Windows applications. For Windows users, we have 2 recommendations. If you want to stick with a 2-in-1 convertible, go with the Dell Inspiron 16 2-in-1 otherwise. The Acer Swift 314 is a good choice too. The Inspiron is a larger 16-inch device, so you get more screen real estate for multitasking and a fingerprint sensor. However, it doesn't support Thunderbolt 4 or pen input, and its battery life is shorter at around 10 hours of light use. As for the Swift 3, it's very similar to the Spin 714 overall, but the keyboard isn't quite as good, and the webcam is significantly worse. Number 4. Lenovo Chromebook C340. If you're shopping on a limited budget, the best budget laptop for students we've tested is the Lenovo Chromebook C340, a 2-in-1 convertible with a 360-degree hinge. You can configure it with an Intel Core i3 or Pentium Gold CPU, which are both powerful enough to provide a smooth experience on Chrome OS. However, you can only get a maximum of 4 GB of memory, which means it may stutter if you have too many applications or Chrome tabs open. Its battery life is excellent at around 12 hours of light use, more than enough to get through the day. Of course, as it's a cheap model, there are a few compromises. First, the display doesn't get very bright. It's fine for most indoor settings, but not well-lit environments or outdoors. Second, keyboard backlighting is only available on models with an Intel Core i3 and 64 GB of storage. If you're new to Chrome OS, know it has limitations as to which types of apps or programs you can install, so you need to ensure that it suits your needs. Number 3. Apple MacBook Air M2. Apple now sells 2 varieties of MacBook Air. Both remain superb, but the updated M2 model delivers loads of upgrades. The biggest change is the new M2 processor, which supplies improved performance in tough creative situations, like photo and video editing. Apple has improved the Air in other departments. It's got a sleeker, lighter design and larger and brighter screen, and a crisper FaceTime camera. It's moved from 720p to 1080p. Elsewhere, you'll find improved audio quality, support for high-impedance headphones, and a MagSafe port for easier, faster charging that doesn't occupy a Thunderbolt socket. The Air retains the same superb keyboard, robust aluminum chassis, and fantastic all-day battery life. As ever, you'll get better performance from a MacBook Pro, and the MacBook Air M1 remains a great choice for good-looking, light, and capable everyday computing. If you'd like a slim, light Apple rig with more power, ports, and features, though, the Air M2 is a superb choice. It will tackle virtually every student scenario. Number 2. Acer Swift 3. Acer's Swift line comes in 1, 3, 5, and 7 varieties. The higher the number, the fancier the laptop. Acer Swift 3 is the sweet spot for students on a sensible budget. It offers excellent performance, the kind that isn't going to seem to slow you down when doing more than writing essays or doing web research. The current model is still on Intel's 12th gen processors, but these aren't too far behind the 13th gen ones found in cutting-edge laptops. The Acer Swift 3 also has a surprisingly punchy screen. Its QHD resolution makes images and text look far sharper than the 1080p we typically expect when paying this sort of money, and contrast is excellent. Color is not ultra-deep, but is good enough to look natural, not undersaturated. U.S. buyers willing to shop around can even get an OLED Swift 3. Factor in the decent-looking aluminum casing, and you may start to wonder why you'd ever pay more. Well, the keyboard is on the soft side. If your work involves a lot of long-form typing, an Apple or HP may suit you better. The touchpad also has quite a hollow character. It's a case of insides are good, but a few parts on the outside are less hot. We also think Acer's claims of 13-hour battery life are a bit ripe in most scenarios. 8-hour stamina is a more realistic expectation, even with fairly light work. Number 1. Apple MacBook Pro 14. The best laptop for college we've tested is the Apple MacBook Pro 14. This premium model has a sleek, compact design, sturdy build, and all-day battery life. You can spec it with an M1 Pro or M1 Max SoC, both of which can handle nearly every type of workload, making it an excellent choice for students in fields like graphic design, architecture, or engineering. It gets a little hot under load, but the fans never get loud, so you don't have to worry about causing too much noise in a quiet classroom. In addition to its incredible performance, the MacBook Pro 14 provides a fantastic user experience. It has a sharp mini LED display with full DCI-P3 coverage, a comfortable keyboard, and a gigantic, easy-to-use haptic touchpad. If screen real estate is more important than portability, you can get the larger Apple MacBook Pro 16. It's essentially the same device, but has slightly better-sounding speakers and longer battery life. The only downside is its higher price tag. The last thing to know about the MacBook Pros is that Apple has released newer M2 versions. These new models are identical to their predecessors, just with a faster processor, HDMI 2.1, and increased memory support, up to 96 GB. At this point, it's best to go with an M2 model, unless you can find the M1 at a deeply discounted price through a third-party seller, marketplace, or even Apple's refurbished section. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you liked this video. If this video was helpful to you, please remember to leave a like and subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this in the future. It's free. Let us know in the comments down below which best laptop you're going to choose. If you have any questions related to the products we listed here, leave a comment below, and I will get back to you as soon as I can.